death worms, beautiful sirens, and hippocampi. Those are the 3 new mobs added to Ice and Fire mod. And I'm gonna start this little showcase with hippocampi. Those are basically seahorses. You can tame them using a sponge, so let me just use one sponge, and there we go. This thing is now tamed, and let's actually go up, because I'm gonna be honest, this update is quite laggy and buggy and very frustrating. So if I let go of my sponge right now, this thing will not only stop following me, it will just start moving sporadically all over the place, and it will be really hard to catch it. So I'm gonna put some sponge in my second hand, because right now you actually need to take a saddle. And no, where did you go? Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. If this thing left, I won't be able to catch it. But now you need for it to stand still in order to shift right click on it and put a saddle on it. Okay, good, we did it. So now I can actually ride it, and as you can see, once you manage to do that, it's really fast and really convenient if you need to cross the ocean, but also you can go underwater. And while you're riding these things, you actually don't need any oxygen. As you can see, I can just breathe underwater, which is amazing. And look at this! Isn't that the home of another mob? So this is Sirens. Sirens are beautiful creatures, peaceful mob. They will not attack you under any circumstances, and they... Listen to it. What a beautiful song. They just sing some beautiful songs, and let me just get a little bit closer to this magnificent creature. Ah, look at it. So nice, so cute. So I was obviously being sarcastic, okay? I was joking. Those are not sirens. This is a freaking Naga in disguise, okay? Very evil, and the thing is, they are just as evil as they are buggy. So, first of all, this song is actually supposed to attract you towards them. So you should be moving uncontrollably in their direction while they're singing. What the heck? You can fly now? Like, I'm not even kidding. These sporadic movements are just a horrible mess, and every single one of these 3 new mobs is affected by it. But yes, those Nagas don't work at all. They're supposed to attract you with this song, and you can actually craft earplugs in order to protect yourself against that and put it in your helmet slot. But also, like, once I got close to this thing, I can only assume it was supposed to turn into a Naga before I attack it, but no, it just stayed as Sirens. So I was joking, those are not peaceful mobs, but seeing just how buggy they are right now, they might as well be. What was that movement just now? What the heck was that? It's ridiculous, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous. So hopefully they're gonna be fixed in some future updates, but I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks since those mobs have been added, and so far there has been absolutely nothing. So let's go into the desert and take a look at the death worm. So this is a death worm, and let's go and fight it. I mean, why not? And look at this, once again, just a bunch of sporadic movements. This thing is moving around all over the place. It doesn't make any sense, and I already tried to fight those things, okay? The thing is, those fights are not challenging at all, okay? They're not challenging. They are just plain boring. They are boring and lame because of these sporadic movements. Most of the time, I just can't hit this thing, and as a matter of fact, if you just move around tiny little bit, those death worms will not be able to hit you. Like, I'm not doing anything special right now to try to dodge its attacks. I'm just running around. And this thing, which has death in its name, a freaking death worm, is actually seriously struggling to hit me, let alone to kill me. Okay, well, I actually fought against this very worm a little earlier while testing this mod. So it's supposed to be a little bit damaged already. It doesn't have full health, so let's try to take it down now. But as you can see, it's not It's not hard fighting against those things, it's just lame. What the heck was that? It just randomly started moving sideways, and then it randomly started moving... Well, it did a little 360 for no reason whatsoever. Okay, I just don't want to do it, okay? It's a lame fight, and once again, I really hope that all of it is gonna be improved in future updates. It's not trying to attack me at all now. That's ridiculous. But basically, let's take a look at the book. There are two types of worms. There is this small, I would say, just normal death worm. And there also is a giant death worm, which can be up to even over 20 blocks long, which is really good. And I'm gonna try to spawn those things. But there is a few things you can get as a drop from these death worms. One of them, and probably the most common one, is some chitin. And you can use this chitin to craft armor. And this armor has a lot more armor toughness than similar sets. And I assume similar sets means iron armor. Let's see. Well, compared to iron armor, it's actually... It has not only more toughness, but also more armor in general. Maybe... And it's just a little bit worse than a diamond chestplate, but still it's pretty good. Except you probably have to kill a lot of these things to get enough chitin. And it's not gonna be fun doing this. It's not gonna be fun at all. But there's a couple of other things. You can get a death worm egg. And if you plant this egg, you will spawn a tamed death worm that will serve you. Now, it will not follow you, but it will stay within 50 block radius, basically attacking everything that will try to harm you. And there's another thing, which is a giant death worm egg. The same thing, and now they're both very small, but they will grow over time. Although, I'm not sure if I can show you. Like, I actually tried, once again, while testing this mod, I actually tried to wait for these little guys to grow. And I just spent a few minutes waiting. One of my death worms drowned. It actually reached like this lake, I think, and drowned. And the other one just left. I couldn't find it. So, yeah, they are a bit buggy, and you're also supposed to be able to maybe move them somehow using fishing rods, right? But I can't even really try to do that. Like, I'm not even sure what the heck is going on with them. Are they under this block, or are they just invisible for no reason? No idea, but let me just get some death worm eggs. Well, just a bunch of spawn eggs. And try to spawn them until I get a giant death worm. Okay, well that didn't take much time. Holy shit, oh my gosh, look at the size of this thing. And all death worms have two attacks. One, they will try to grab you with their tongue, and the other attack is they will try to sprout forth nearby blocks into the air, and then those blocks can do damage to you. Let's actually try to fight against a giant death worm. Just with iron armor and a diamond sword. So nothing fancy really. Okay, so this death worm is supposed to be under me right now. Well, so far nothing is happening. I'm just standing still, death worm. Come at me, bro. Come on, bruh. What's up? What's up? You think you're tough? You think you're tough, death worm? You ain't tough. But as you can see, I'm not even kidding. It's not tough at all. It's doing absolutely nothing. This is a giant, 20 blocks long death worm. This creature has death in its name. I'm standing still. I'm gonna remove my armor, and I don't have any weapons now, death worm. And it's just not doing anything. I'm not gonna lie, this update is quite frustrating. Every single one of these mobs is filled with bugs. Hippocampi is okay, actually, even though they are moving sporadically a lot of the times. They're still okay, they're very fast, and if you need to go underwater, they are very useful. But in any and every other situation, for example, if you just want to cross the ocean, like, you can use a dragon, you can use a hippogriff. As you remember, this mod is all about dragons, and if you haven't seen my previous videos, you should definitely check them out. But yeah, Hippocampus is good, even though it's a bit laggy, and all other mobs great concepts, but don't work, okay? Sirens have two things going for them. They're supposed to lure you using their songs, and they're supposed to turn into Nagas and attack you once they lure you successfully. And that doesn't work. This time, it didn't work at all. While I was testing it, it was barely working. I was never lured by them, but sometimes they will properly turn into Nagas, at least. Death worms are just buggy. Oh my gosh, I've been standing here this whole time with a death worm under me. And nothing is happening. I don't know, maybe this is just a very bad desert that I picked. Maybe they don't have that much space to move around. I don't think so. I don't think there is any better desert out there where death worms will be less buggy. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully all of that is gonna be fixed. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to subscribe for more. Make sure to check out other Ice and Fire mod showcases. Other mobs and other features of this mod are not as buggy as these. And I will see you in the next video.